All right, here we are back in it. We've got 12 sectors to go, and we're in our new junction sister of Repast Times, Imazazan, or whatever. And our next system that we need to liberate is Rakal Kulupdale. Battles have been getting a little bit more challenging as far as number of ships, but as far as actual combat toughness, it hasn't been too bad, thanks mainly to our wonderful Dreadnought, the Imperius Titanus. So let's go and liberate this one. 12 to go. Our journey is finally coming to an end. What do we have here in this system? We got something huge in this system, that's for sure. We do have a station, we have food made, and we got a bunch of junk sitting here. And there's our greeting party. Let's go ahead and just get this taken care of. Get them all knocked down. Dude's rushing straight at us like usual. Our ship is turning like a blue whale in a pool of jello. I did in between episodes, I did invest in, I took those 100 skill points that we got from leveling up and I put them into laser damage. So now our lasers are doing 20% more damage. That skill was pretty cheap, so I was able to get it. So now that our skills are, now we're doing 20% more damage. You can see ships are dying even faster. Who's next? This dude's right up here close. Now, something I noticed, it seems to be, I thought this auto orbit target would control whether or not we orbit a target. Like if I click on somebody and I fly to them, like if that wasn't on, I thought that means we would still just do our old advanced combat tactic of just flying straight up their tailpipe, but apparently I was wrong about that. I'm not sure what the auto orbit is. Maybe if that's on, I only have to click on them once for the ship to start orbiting. Something to test out here in a little bit. Look at that beautiful ship. All right, so this dude has got 25,000 hull points and dropping fast. I don't think anybody's even shot at us. I haven't taken any damage. The only number on my ship that's going down is my energy. And of course my missile counts. One thing, I was looking up some information earlier, and one thing I don't know if I ever didn't, if I forgot it or whatever, the original Astrox Hostile Space Excavation, I hadn't realized that was a web game. It was originally on Congregate, and then people were wanting it so badly on PC. That's when the developer ported it to Steam so that people could actually have it on their PC instead of having to go to Congregate to play it. Which is like somebody, because somebody had been asking if he was going to make any further updates to that game, and because of the way that the coding works, the differences between the coding on the web and the coding on PC, it just doesn't make any sense to put that much effort into it. So all future development will be on, obviously, on this game or whatever his next game might be. Of course, this is his passion project apparently, so doubt there'll be any new games coming out from him anytime soon, but we don't need a new game. We've got this one. Even with it still technically in early access, it's still got hours and hours of playtime available in it, and it's pretty cheap. I don't know if it's ever been on sale. A lot of early access games don't go on sale, but I think that if you look at the amount of content you can get out of this game, compared to the price, pretty good. Pretty good investment, if you ask me. Of course, I'm not an accountant, so don't use me for any investment advice, but if you're looking for something that's going to scratch your itch for a space game that might not be as system hog heavy as No Man's Sky, it might not be as deep and complex as EVE Online, then Astrox Imperium is a good bet. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is essentially what you do in EVE Online most of the time. Just flying around fighting ships that don't really give you a lot of challenge. The only difference in this, the big difference between this and EVE Online is that if you're in a big corporation in EVE Online, you might just be out chilling, doing whatever you want, then all of a sudden the CEO of your corporation demands you go into some random system and sit there for 6 hours shooting a space structure that has, very little bearing on the game from day to day. So yeah, that was my experience in EVE Online. Now don't get me wrong, EVE Online is a great game. It's just that, you know, being expected to be online until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning so that you and a few hundred other players can sit and either wait for a fight that never happens or sit and just shoot missiles over and over again at a structure is just not that fun sometimes. And you see we've leveled up again. Now that we're in these harder sectors, it seems like we are leveling up a lot faster than before. Look, we need less than 40,000 to get to our next level, and every time our weapons are hitting, apparently we're getting a payout, and I guess we're getting a payout every time the dude explodes. This goose good. I thought that was 113,000, but it's only 13,000. So there we go, another system liberated. Another 300,000 credits, 740,000 credits, another million. And the only thing I need to do is dock over here at Food Made. There's no, this isn't our junction system, so the only thing here is a station and some ore. Won't be too long. Once we get this playthrough done, then we're gonna do some industrial / mining content, just for a change of pace. Go back over here. Food Made. Food Made weapons plant. So the food is apparently a weapon. It's very interesting. There's a lot of strange things in hostile space excavation. Now, you can dial this phone number in the game, Cosmic J's Pizza Delivery. I'm going to let you do that. If you haven't done it in your own game, you can do it. You can go to the, I believe it's in a lounge. There's some place, I forgot where it is. Offices, Starcom. Yeah, you can dial that number in here. I'm going to let you do it on your own, just for your own fun. Look up missiles. So missile Mark II, Mark III, and Mark IV. Mark IVs are what we use. Mark Is are what our friends use, and they don't have anything fun at the university since we have a whole bunch of new skills. Really need to get that gyroscopic stuff. Shield systems don't need shield regeneration at the moment. We're doing great on that. All this other stuff, I mean, we could make our launchers have a little bit longer range, but they seem to be doing fine right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. All right, so just take a look at their missions. Oh, look, a nice little level 10 mission. So that would be something to do if we were doing missions, but we're not. We are going to, look at that, we've completed 136 missions. All right, so next, off to the next system. And that is going to be, all right, so we have to go back to our junction. Our junction is right there. Just warp on over there. We got 517 advanced warp fuel. I don't think we'll need to buy any more warp fuel between now and the liberation of the galaxy. So our next system is Yofa Restzinfo. I went ahead and scouted these out the proper order in between episodes so you wouldn't have to watch my bad luck of trying this gate. No, you can't go through this gate. How about that gate? No, you can't go through that gate. So I did all that scouting because I love you guys just that much. I'm gonna go over here and hop on into our next system, blow up some more raiders. I'm gonna try and see. All right, so we have 528,677. Let's see how much we actually get. 528,677. See how much we actually get in terms of experience for liberating a system. Because you remember many episodes ago, I thought it was kind of unfair that when we liberated a system we weren't getting hardly any experience points, and apparently that was just because the ships we were fighting back then were so piddly weak. And look, we got another station in this system. Monarch Society banking facility. Kind of sounds kind of shady if you have a banking facility called Monarch, but you know, I'm just a dude, okay? I'm not judging. Alright, let's go blow up the big destroyer first, because that's going to give us the most bang for our buck, right? It'll give us a chance to see how well our defenses hold up in this 2.4 system. Then I'm gonna turn off the afterburners. People are shooting at us. I haven't seen hide nor hair of ECM in quite a while. So apparently those ECM modules, well, I'm not gonna say apparently, but seemingly those ECM modules are paying off, because we're certainly not getting our engines shut down anymore. Our weapons seem to be doing just fine. I'm not getting any sort of notifications. I guess I should turn on my own weapons. That might make this battle go a lot faster. So yeah, I'm not getting any notifications about ECM, so I'm just gonna assume it's not there. I mean, I could be wrong. Yeah, now that our weapons are firing, this battle is going to go a little bit faster. It looked like our dudes were handling it though. So this dude is in a big old destroyer, 29,000. So maybe going after him first was not the greatest idea. We'll go after this dude next. I like this dude's enthusiasm. I like it. I mean, he just watched us blow up a destroyer, and he's just gonna come right at us too. So this guy's much closer. We got another destroyer, but this one's only got 16,000 hull points. So maybe this guy will blow up a little bit faster. Well, obviously he's gonna blow up a little bit faster. All right, head on over there. He's still quite a ways away. There we go. All right, sorry to end your party, dude. Look, we got some shots in the back. It almost looked like we were shot by our own dudes. That would have been unfortunate. Okay, so once again we're firing at somebody else. Looks like we're firing at that dude, and my dudes are firing at that dude. Nice. So now I guess we're all firing at the same target now, I'm guessing. Because we'll find out here in a second with my... Yeah. Alright, so my missiles are going... Alright, so why am I shooting at him? There's no indicator on him. So all my friends are shooting at him, and my weapons are apparently targeting that dude for no reason that I can tell. Sure, I'm missing something. So it says it's targeting. Okay, so now we're all shooting at him. Okay. Maybe I just wasn't double clicking enough. No, see, my weapons are pointing at... I'm following my turrets. My turrets are following that guy. Maybe I need to click on him here. Okay, I guess I need to click on him in space. Yeah, remember... Okay, yeah, I remember... Okay, I remember the dev saying something about that. Okay, so yeah, that's half on me and half on the game. Okay, I'm not taking full blame for that one. The double clicking over there doesn't change the targeting of my weapons. So that big mix up didn't cost us anything. 8% shields, scratch damage on my other friends. All right, so just remember you have to double click on... Oh, we still got... Dude, there's just so many of them now. So many bad guys now. I'm assuming they're bad guys. I'm not sure. I'm not sure we're the bad guys, or they're the bad guys. All right, that wasn't all of them, right? That was just the first wave, right? There they are. Here they come. And soon the Monarch Society will be free to do their banking business. All right, so we have to double click in space for our weapons to target him. Here we go. Listen to that beautiful sound of lasers finishing off a dude. There we go. So we got a destroyer, another destroyer. And the ships just keep getting bigger and bigger. Not quite as many shuttles anymore. We'll just take them as they come. That dude's, he's got 13,000 Demi something. Demi Star. There's a lot of variety of ships in the game. Gotta say that's for sure. This dude's got 12,000. Another Demi something. Really need to get that gyroscope on my ship so I can turn faster. Alright, so, yep. AoE explosion. Area of effect for maybe the one person in the universe who plays games who doesn't know what AoE means. And go after the Devastator with only 13,000 hull points. We're down to 9% shields. I mean, we're down 91%. We're not down to we're down to 91%. Well, now we're down to 90%. So I'm not seeing any major issues at the moment. Looks like our ship is going to continue to hold up very well. Go ahead and open up some of these loots. Oh, that's salvage. We know it's salvage. So that's something that if you're interested in salvaging. And salvaging was a lot of fun in EVE Online. You can do something called ninja salvaging, where you could go into a place where people were doing missions and salvage the wreckage of ships that they had beat. Sometimes they would get upset because they considered the salvage to be theirs. And you couldn't go in and steal their loot. You couldn't steal the loot out. I mean, you could steal the loot out of a ship, but if you stole the loot out of, if somebody was in a mission and they blew up a Guristas pirate. Say you're in a mission and you blow up a Gurista pirate. Well, the loot from the Gurista pilot belongs to you. The game says that belongs to you. So if somebody comes along and steals it, then you can shoot that person for grabbing your loot, even if you're in a high security space. Now salvage, the salvage from the ship, that was free for all. So you could come in to somebody else's mission and salvage the wrecks of the ships that they had been blowing up. And sometimes they would get upset about it because some of that is salvage is worth quite a bit of money. Not always, but sometimes. Alright, so university, not very much in this university. Ship shield regeneration, again, we don't need this. All this stuff we already have. See if we have any Mark 1 missiles. Not sure why Mark 1 missiles are so... Alright, so we got 80 here. So we're only up to 152 Mark 1 missiles. So I guess our friends are going to have to do without missiles for a bit longer. Missions, this place belongs to pirates and outlaws. So the Monarch Society is a bank. But we're here. So it's the extractors. No, we're here. I don't know where we are. I don't care anymore. All right, so now it's time to undock. We got another system. So go back to our junction system. And so this is the third system in the chain. So this should be our next junction. Oh, I forgot to see how many experience points we got. So 544,000. We started with 528. We got 544,000 now. So it looks like we got 16,000. And if we get another 16,000, obviously we should get more this time around. We should get 16,000 more this time, so we should level up. So it looks like we're leveling up about every 2 systems. So now we're going to Nogan Beckley for the next battle. Try to remember to get some stuff so I can get some good. There we go. That's not a bad one. I wish this system was just a little bit brighter. Oh, can we? Yeah, there's a star there. Okay, so we're at timestamp 1836. So I can get me a decent screenshot for the thumbnail instead of using stock images. The star is very far away, so I guess that's why it's taking a long time to scan it, or because it's really huge. But we're not really scanning it, we're just targeting it. We won't really learn anything about it unless we flew up to it with an active scanner. We have no need for it. Look, it's 48 credits to go through here. So that's hardly anything. I'm gonna abort that. We don't need to see what the star looks like. That'll be for a future episode. Here we go into our next system. We're getting really lucky on stations. I think almost all of our previous systems had a station in them. And did this have another station? Look, this one's got a station in it too. Who's this? Why, it's our good friend's Oak mining facility. I can see why there's a mining facility here. There's a huge asteroid there. But we're not here to talk about mines. We're here to blow up ships. Now, I can't tell if those are just a bunch of destroyers stacked on top of each other or if there's only 4. Yeah, but they're coming at us fast. So there's only 4 of them this time? Alright, we are in a sector, we are in a 2.0 security sector, so I'm not sure why there's just so few. Maybe this is where things ramp up again. We'll just have to see what happens. Here we go. Down to 2. We've lost 2% of our shields, Captain. We haven't turned our weapons on, Captain, you knucklehead. Alright, all modules on. Okay, now we'll see how it goes. Now that I'm actually participating in the fight, we'll have to see how that goes. Still are not taking any sort of appreciable damage. Guess we're all going after this guy. He's got 16,000. Another Devastator. Devastars are those dudes. Okay. The Devastars are the kites. Deadly kites. Now you're next simply because you're on the... Alright, so this dude's got 31,000. 31,000. Now that our weapons are hitting him, our volleys are doing 17, 3,000, 5,000, so damage is just racking up like crazy. Nothing can stand against this Dreadnought. As soon as he pops, we'll just go down the list. We'll go for this Destroyer, because if there's anybody that's gonna do any damage to us, it's gonna be the Destroyer, I'm guessing. Alright, as soon as this guy's finished off, there he goes. Now we're gonna go for the Destroyer, which has got 12,000. So he shouldn't last nigh on 20 seconds. Once we get turned around and all of our weapons facing him. We've still got plenty of missiles, and obviously we've still got plenty of warp fuel. Alright, there he goes. And this guy's got 14,000. Another Demi. This is wave 1, so we still have another wave after this one. He just exploded like crazy. Alright, where you at, Raiders? There we go. So there's fewer of those ships. I guess they were supposed to be bigger and tougher, but they really weren't, were they? But it's, you know, I'd rather have these smaller ships to fight. I mean, I'd rather have a few big ships to fight than a bunch of small ships that have to chase around. I'll tell you something though, these dudes seem to be faster, even though they're big ships. So since my friends are already targeting Officer Calrina Lamb Whores, we'll just go ahead and join with them in targeting it. I thought they were targeting him. No, actually they're targeting this dude. Alright, so let's finish off this dude. Officer's getting real close to us. Officer's got 23,000. I don't think he's even in the biggest ship. Again, with no indications of ECM anywhere, which I am fine with. ECM is something I like to be on the dishing end of and not the receiving end of. Here we go. Pew, 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 pew. Missiles flying. Ah, Captain! You can just see the people in those ships flying out of their chairs, just like in Star Trek. You didn't really see that happen much in Babylon 5. You didn't really see people just flying out of their chairs in Babylon 5. It's really like Babylon 5. Alright, so this dude, this is the run to the litter. So he should explode pretty quickly. Alright, so we're down. We fought both waves very back to back, so still doing really great as far as the weapons go, as far as the damage goes. But now this dude's got 24,000, so I mean, it's like, it seems like, I mean, normally you would think, okay, so normally you would go after the small ships first. You just eliminate the small ships and then go after the big ships. Well, the small ships, I'm guessing because of our resistances, the small ships cannot do any damage to us at all. But of course the big ships can, I'm guessing because they have more and more powerful weapons. So it's almost like it's just to do the opposite. We should just go ahead and destroy the big ships and not the small ships. I mean, obviously we have to destroy them. So we got 560, so that means we've leveled up again. So we got 218 skill points to use on. And so we've already improved. We can improve our lasers. Can't really do anything with our shields. We can make our missiles do more damage, I suppose. Give our missiles longer range. We can give our lasers longer range, which doesn't really seem to be much of an issue at the moment. And now when we go into our next sector should be something around a 1.9 So that means, I don't know what that means. Just know it should mean bigger ships. Are we going to have to face off against enemy dreadnoughts soon? What do they have in the university here? And we could... So they don't have laser damage here. Don't have launcher damage here. Don't have any ship shield systems. Seems like they all have the same thing. Nothing that we need at the moment. Missions at this place is just outlaw missions. And then they have anything cool in their shipyard? We're getting pretty deep into the universe. No transport fabricators. Of course, we might not have the faction standing with these people to see anything big. All right, assault cruisers. Let's look at the garage for a second. How many? Oops. We've still got 2 empty passive slots that I just don't even know what to put in there. I mean, we could put in more shields and more resistances. I think we'll look at putting in some resistances. Because we're doing fine on energy. And we're doing fine on ECM. Let's look at passive modules. Anything in here? It looks interesting. Scan boosters we don't need. I think our then we can put in some explosive armors. These only help for your armor. Then nothing's getting through to our armor. Premium shield generator. This will give us 40% recharge rate, which we're don't need. So it doesn't seem like there's anything here we need. Advanced impact armor. Now the 20% impact resistance, is that only impact resistance to our armor? Let's see, here's the resistances. It doesn't look like our... So maybe this isn't just armor, maybe this is shields, armor. So that's armor. The resistances seem to be across the board. So maybe we could go ahead and put that in. I mean, it's not like we're going to be running out of money if we do it. All right, so let's look at it. So passive module. Where was it? Advanced. Advanced impact armor. 80,000, so that's bad. Impact armor. Garage. Our impact bonus is 50%. Our base is 45%. Our bonus. All right, so let's see what happens. So let's install it. Impact armor. So we got 10% bonus from there. So shield base bonuses, armor base. So is this going to improve our... Is this only for resistances to armor, or will this affect shields too? I guess that's a question for somebody smarter than me, because I'm a dum-dum. I just know that we're not taking hardly any damage from anything at all. I don't even know which ships would do impact damage. Okay, so we have got... Okay, so we're in our new sector. We've got 3 more Uwe Doves, Zinvede Rizaks, and Kigor Levidvi next up on the list. So now we will be going into sectors that are below 2.0 in security rating. So sectors explored. Where are you at, baby? Oh. Help if I was looking on the right screen. Sectors explored 41. That means 9 more. If we're doing 3 an episode, that means 3 more episodes after this one, maybe. I don't know if there's a boss. If there's a big boss raider at the end. Maybe in a huge dreadnought, or maybe we have to blow up an actual space station, which would be interesting. Anyway, we're at the 30-minute mark again. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like or a comment if you want to. It's up to you. Otherwise, I will see you soon.